Before we start, make sure to subscribe if you want more stories that hit you right in the heart. You won't want to miss this one. The first time I noticed the distance, it was subtle, a glance that lingered too long on her phone, a laugh that didn't reach her eyes. I had thought it was stress from work. She had been swamped at the marketing firm. But deep down, something felt off. We were sitting on our worn leather couch that Friday evening, the rain tapping softly against the window. I had made her favorite dinner, spaghetti with meatballs, because I wanted her to smile, to feel at home. She was scrolling through her phone, thumb flying across the screen. "Hey," I said, placing my hand over hers. She flinched, not the usual playful nudge, not even a small brush of resistance. She flinched like I was a stranger. "Don't touch me," she whispered. Her voice was barely audible, but the chill it left on my skin was deafening. I froze. My chest tightened as if the room itself was pressing down on me. What's wrong?" I asked, trying to steady my voice. She didn't answer, just turned away, her hair falling like a curtain between us. I wanted to pull her close, to make it all okay, but something in her posture screamed, "Stop. Leave." Later that night, I lay awake listening to the soft hum of her breathing, or maybe the quiet lies she hadn't spoken. There were messages that popped up, flashes of emojis, hearts, late-night giggles I wasn't meant to see. The kind of small, invisible betrayals that begin as whispers before becoming screams. By morning, the house felt colder. She kissed me on the cheek, soft, perfunctory. Her eyes didn't meet mine. And I realized, slowly, painfully, that I was on the edge of a precipice I hadn't even noticed forming beneath my feet. The thought that maybe everything I believed about us, the trust, the laughter, the late-night talks, might be a lie made my hands tremble. And then, in the quiet, I saw the notification light blink on her phone again. A new message from him. I didn't touch her. I didn't ask. I didn't fight. I just left. The hallway outside our apartment felt unreal, like I had stepped into a memory that was already broken. My shoes scuffed the wooden floor, each echo a drumbeat of something I couldn't yet name. I didn't go back inside. Not then. Not yet. I drove aimlessly, the city lights blurring against a rain-specked windshield. Every song on the radio reminded me of us. Every laugh, every touch, every late-night confession. The way she used to curl into my shoulder, the way I used to press my lips to her hair. I remember her phone buzzing constantly while I was cooking breakfast that morning. A new message, a heart, a laughing face. I tried to tell myself I was overreacting, that maybe it was a collie being friendly. But deep down, my gut was already screaming betrayal. I got home later, pretending to be casual, hoping to catch her off guard, to see if I was imagining it. The door was slightly ajar. The air smelled of her perfume, the one she said she saved for special occasions. I stepped inside and froze. Her laptop was open on the kitchen counter, a chat window blinking. His name. The screen full of messages that shouldn't exist. Messages about secret plans, late-night meetings, inside jokes that weren't ours. My hands clenched into fists. My heart felt like it had shattered in slow motion. She appeared behind me, soft-footed, eyes wide but guarded. "I can explain," she said, but it wasn't pleading. It was rehearsed. I wanted to scream. I wanted to throw the laptop across the room. I wanted to demand the truth and rip every lie out of her. But instead, I just stood there, numb, the betrayal rolling over me in waves so cold they left me gasping. Her hand reached for mine. I pulled away. She faltered. The first time in our relationship, she hesitated. The first time she didn't fight for me, for us, and in that moment, it became painfully clear. The woman I loved had chosen someone else. I didn't cry. Not yet. I just walked to the door. She whispered, almost desperately, "Please, don't leave like this." I opened it, and the world outside felt emptier than I ever imagined. I stood on the doorstep for a long moment, the cold biting through my coat, the rain drenching my hair. Behind me, the faint sound of her sobbing filtered through the door. I didn't turn back. I couldn't. Memories collided in my mind. Her laugh over burnt pancakes, The quiet nights we spent watching old movies. The mornings she pressed my face into her hair and whispered my name. All of it felt like shards of glass. Beautiful, but deadly. I remember the first time I caught that glimmer of distance in her eyes. The first lie. The subtle messages that didn't add up. The way she flinched when I reached for her. It had been happening for months, maybe longer. I had wanted to ignore it. To convince myself I was imagining it. But love isn't blind, it's trusting. And that trust had been shattered. When she stepped outside, rain dripping from her hair, her eyes red and frantic, I finally looked at her. "Why?" I asked, my voice steady despite the storm inside me. She opened her mouth, closed it, tried again. It just happened. I didn't mean. I shook my head. You don't get to mean. You don't get to excuse it. You chose him over me. You chose betrayal over us. Her hands trembled, reaching out for mine, but I didn't let her. I couldn't. My chest ached with the weight of everything I lost, everything I gave, everything I trusted. I took a step back. Then another. The rain poured over me, washing away the remnants of the life I thought we had. She fell silent, watching, realizing that I wasn't coming back this time. "I loved you," I said softly. "And loving you doesn't mean I have to stay when you don't." And then I left. No fight, no screaming, just a hollow echo of footsteps fading into the night. As I disappeared into the rain, I felt something heavy lift from my shoulders. Heartbroken, yes, but also free. Sometimes love isn't about holding on. Sometimes it's about knowing when to let go. If this story hit you, if it made you feel what I felt, share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more real stories that cut deep,